So today's November 4th, Tuesday. Had a bad start to the week yesterday. I was down around $650 because I blew a bunch of evals, but we're starting off fresher today. So yeah, let's jump into it. So coming into market open and recap from previous week, we are sort of bearish with these like lower highs right here, lower high, and lower lows. And down here we have the NWAG, the new week opening gap that we tapped into. This was right around 2 a.m., the overnight Asia session, and then right here, 6 a.m., right before market open. So I wasn't sure if we were going to be bullish or bearish, but taking all of this into consideration, we had this, I think this was a 30-minute gap up here. Yep, 30-minute gap right here with some more gaps up here. So what I was looking for was a long position to target these highs. I know it's really far, but I was looking for a break above here. And that was at 7 o'clock right here. But on the smaller time frames, let me see if I can delete some of this stuff. Right, so on the smaller time frames at around 6:30 market open, we can see that right here we had an SMT divergence. So we had this low around 2 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. So we had an SMT after a retracement into the NWAG. SMT with a huge candle breaking back into the area. So this candle right here was the 6:30 opener candle in the 5-minute, which was around 94 points. That is a huge candle, right? So we had that candle, and that also coincided with a creation of a 5-minute gap right here with this next candle. And so I was not able to get this trade because I was asleep, unfortunately. I've been sick, and so sleep is more important to me. So we had this gap. Let's see if I can just do that. We had this gap right here, 5-minute gap. Whatever, good enough. Had this gap, price broke above very rapidly. You could have entered in on the 5-minute or the 1-minute break, because honestly, either of these will work. You could do the 1-minute break and retest and put in your stop at the low right here. It would look something like this. Your entry would have been right here, targeting whatever the highs, and your stop would have been at the low. It's a very big stop, but depending on your contract sizing, you would have just targeted, the highs. Or if you were going to be safe about it, you could just wait for the entry off of the second gap right here, and again targeted the highs, having your stop at 30 to 35 points or at the previous low, internal or the wick. I personally do 30 to 35 points, so whatever. Or if you're doing it on the 5-minute, which is even safer, which is this original one, we would do the same thing. Boom, targeting the highs and 30, 35 points. Let's just do whatever, 32. And yeah, you would just enter in as price is moving. So we would see that price after it swept here, SMT, price is shifting up very rapidly. So we would get in with a market order and place our, stop loss, take profit, and yeah. So on this trade, we would have done around, let's just do 30, and we'll add a couple. So 30 times $2 is 60 because micros are $2, so 60. And we'll just say we're risking 4 contracts, so 240 bucks, right? 240, and this is a 4 to whatever. Let's say we're targeting this gap right here. Boom, boom. Right, targeting the gap. We get out right here. So it's basically a 1 to 4. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 240, 480, 960. So basically 900 bucks. Right, 900 bucks because 3.8, give or take. 900 bucks. 900. Right, that was on this trade. And then on the rejection off of the 30-minute gap up here, this is the 30-minute gap. Let's just make this like yellow or some shit. All right, so we had a rejection off the 30-minute gap because price could not maintain momentum upwards to target these highs. So rejection off the 30-minute, you would have done the same thing. You would have looked for a break below the 5-minute right here. Boop. And you would have had your entry right at the break. Stop either like right here, which is like 38 points, or at 35. For me, on this one, probably would have had it right here because it's the most recent high. Although I don't normally go above 35 points, that is where I would put it. 35 points, targeting the most recent low right here, which, as we can see, hit. I didn't take either of those trades. Those are just ideal trades that I would have liked to take today, right? We look for SMT, break of structure, rejection off of gaps, and retracements, entering in off of the 5-minute gaps. These candles have to be 40 points or more. This one's probably like 85 points or something. Yeah, 89, 90. And yeah, boom. And then now it's looking to do the same thing back up because we have now swept out liquidity. Right here, it was a liquidity sweep. Right here, liquidity sweep of NWAG. These are all orders that are in here, so swept that out. And then this was a retracement to grab whatever else was in there to go up. This was a sweep of the gap, the 30-minute gap. There's also a 5-minute gap, whichever one you prefer. I just use the 30-minute because it's higher time frame. This one is totally fine too. Boom, boom. I just, whatever one. Retracement down, and then we swept out liquidity right here, literally right here. And then now we can see we're retracing back up. And now on this, there's not a 15-minute gap or 30-minute gap, so we would have to go back down to the 5 or the 1 30-second. So the 5-minute gap, we would wait for a break above probably something right here, which is what it's trying to do right now. Right, but anyways, jumping over to the trade that I took, right, we're going to show my executions, and yeah, so let me just delete some of this stuff. Okay, so we can see that I have all these executions right here. I still had this 30-minute gap, right? I'm going to make this a little bit lighter. All right, I had the 30-minute gap. I think it was on the 1 minute. And what I saw was we had this 1 minute gap right here, right? 1 minute gap that we were bouncing into. We didn't hit it. We hit it once, and then it looked like the market wanted to either break above the gap or sweep below. And so what I was looking at was, I used this high right here. Right, we're kind of in this channel because we're break above, tap it, break above. So I was using this high or the wick, whatever. And we had this low that we're kind of like in this channel. This isn't normally a strategy I like to use because it's very aggressive, so I'm trying to tell myself that I need to stop doing this. But anyways, yeah, so we can see that I had long right here at 875, 8, 5, 6, 7, 7, 2, 3, 7. So yeah, I went long right here because I was looking to target higher. Price came down. This is at 6,868. So it would have been like right on this wick. So I went long. Price rejected down. I was in a lot of drawdown. Probably should have gotten out, but price came down. Respected the trend. It started making new highs as it broke above this little fair value gap right here. I wouldn't even consider this a fair value gap, but broke above, retested, new high or newer low. So I got in, and then we came back up to previous entry, and then we tapped up, and we can see I sold out of 40 right here, and then what did I do? Right, so I sold out, and then I literally sold out for profit, and then got in 35. Yeah, so basically 20 went up, boom, added 20 more, so I got up for 40. Then it looks like I got in for 35, and then, oh yeah, got out for 35, and then I shorted again for 35 and then got down. So basically long, added more to the long, got out. Took 35 up, got out, and then shorted 35 down. I really don't recommend doing that because it's very, very, very sketch and volatile, especially in this short amount of time frame. Like now I'm in the 30-second, and it could work. Just know it's not really worth to trade the smaller time frame. Stick to the 5-minute, stick to your game plan, stick to what you know, and yeah, those are the trades that I took. Looking back at it, I wish I didn't take them because what kind of trades are those? Just laughing at it. But overall, up here in the corner, I'm up 1138 on the eval. How many trades did I take? 4. Yeah, because long, short, long, short. And yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah. Alright, on that note, I will be trying to upload every day on my progress through November. And yeah. Here is all of the evals I've blown. But it's what it is. It's the name of the game. It's the name of the game. So if you feel like you're losing right now, so am I. We're in it together. So get out there, keep grinding. I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.